Alright, let's see if everything is working as intended. Oh, actually, let me send the go live now as well. Hello. Good evening and welcome to the Sunday Scaries. We return to Kieferberg and Little Goody Two Shoes. Just gonna send a couple quick messages while we wait though, hang on. One more message to send. The problem is, each person that I want to reach out to directly is on a different social network. But them's the breaks. Oh, hello, LB933. You're one of the people I was reaching out to directly. Wonderful. Okay. So, it is Wednesday, my dudes, and we are back in Kieferberg. Okay, oh, 1 second. Okay, let's check our statuses. You are special, LB933. Okay, so we have collected 14 golden maidens, aka fireflies, which I believe is as many as there have been so far. How are we doing? We've got 2 ointments. We've got 7 breads. I'll eat a bread now. Put us at near full. Always a good place to be. Oh, I did look up the German pronunciation is Lebkuchen, so I will try my best to say that. We need to save ours for Muffy. We got a hearty soup. That's gonna be useful later. Okay, lots of other stuff. Oh yeah, let's check the date schedule for today. First we have to find Rosa and Marine. Later on we can meet her and Lebkuchen and Freya at some point in the day. Okay, so Rosa and Marine's in the backyard. Fair enough, I guess. And then up we go. Good morning, Elise. Have you completely lost your wits, Rosemary? Last night in the woods, what were you thinking? Saying, oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't... You weren't yourself, Rosemary. What do you mean? Oh, don't give me that now. No, Elise, I didn't even set foot in the woods. It's step or set foot. Because you can set foot or you can set eyes or you can set your heart on something. But you can only step with your feet. Hi, Silversmith Artemisia. Hello. You were with me the entire time, Rosemary. No, I wasn't. I couldn't follow you into the woods. The trees blocked my path. You went on ahead no matter how much I called for you, and I did wait for you, but you never came back for me. If that wasn't Rosemary, then who in the Lord's name was... Is everything alright, Elise? You look a little... Rosemary. You can talk to me. You don't have to keep it all to yourself. I had a dream about you, and it was... Oh, Elise. I saw you and your grandmother and... Shorten your screen name. Okay, fair enough. We'll do the thing. If you say it the long way once first, and then after that, just the short one. Like in writing. How about that? Sounds good, Artemisia? There we go. It felt like I was seeing my path to finding you in Kieferberg. Oh, Elise, it's fate. Fate, you say? You still don't believe it, do you? Well, hard not to after last night. Oh, did you get it? Huh? Why, the testament, Elise? Yes, the crows, I was offered a strand of my own hair, and yeah, that's some messed up stuff with my eye, too. Oh, Elise, that's wonderful. All you need to do is prepare it to be eaten. Nothing about this is weird or creepy at all. Eaten? Remember, these are gifts you're giving him, Elise. But it's hair. A part of your own mortal body, yes. Gifts for the host, food, drink, and good company. Food, you say? The tender flesh needs to be food. You look tired, Elise. Is everything alright? I feel like I'm losing my wits, Rosemary. Elise, come now, let's head out to work. Everything's falling into place, Elise, you'll see. Say, Elise, I've been wondering about that room upstairs. Granny Holly's bedroom, what about it? Wouldn't you like me to clean it as well? Maya vibes, oh wow. There's no need. I don't go in there at all. All the more reason to give it a good sweeping. I haven't been in there since she passed, you see. Oh, I'm sorry, Elise, I didn't mean to... That's alright. In fact, I don't even have the key anymore. I locked it up the day she passed and I don't know where I put it. I understand, Elise. I wonder what happened to that key. Knowing myself, I may have thrown it off the peaks. You'd think you'd remember doing that. MHA vibes? Oh. Hiroaka, I'm guessing. Okay. Fair enough. I don't go there, but y'all have fun. Alright, here we go. No, my big exciting thing for anime of late has been watching a little bit of MS Gundam The Origin, which is phenomenally good, and I managed to get my hands on a copy of Robotech, the original like Harmony Gold English dub of SDF Macross and the other two shows, and that's been a trip to see because I only dimly remember that one from my childhood. But anyway, the crows are back. Oh, there's so many crows. What are they doing here? Elise, is everything all right? This can't be good. I'd best hurry. Something I'd say is worth wondering about, Rosemarine, is how Flock lost his eye, wouldn't you say? Oh, I've always wondered about that. I suppose he must have gotten injured, or could have been a branch, or he might have fallen, perhaps. Doesn't seem he's in pain, at least. Oh, how I wish I could talk to him. I have so many questions. Such as, why he followed me, firstly. Your hat's made of hay. That's my best guess. Oh, and I'd ask him his name, too. Isn't it Flock? Well, I was the only one who thought of that. It's not really his name. He is a goat, Rosemarine. What? But he still has his own character, Elise. We're done wondering about useless things, Rosemarine. Oh, but it's so much fun, isn't it? Alright, whatever, crows. What's this? An acorn. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Oh, there you are. Libkuchen asked me to warn you two. What happened, Granny Gretel? Oh, poor Apfel struck a dreadful fever. Libkuchen and Lisbeth were up all night looking after him. Is he alright? Seems so, but after that high of a fever, I wouldn't want him frolicking about too much. Where's he now, Granny Gretel? In church, I believe. Lebkuchen said Father Hans intends to keep watch over him today. Father Hans? Oh, it's one thing after another here in Kieferberg, isn't it? One thing after another here in Kieferberg. Is the acorn health? Yes, okay. The mushroom is also health. The only thing that's hunger is bread. Oh yeah, how's our sand? Yeah, it's okay. Doink. More crows. What's all this? I don't think I've ever seen so many crows at once. Come, Rosemarine, we must find out what's going on. Say, Rosemarine, you know how to sew, don't you? Somewhat, yes. That explains it, I suppose. Explains what? Why the patches on your dress are so clumsy. We could ask Mrs. Marielle to help, you know? Oh, but I quite like my dress. That's alright, but I'd say you deserve better, newer clothes, is all. I don't need better, Elise. This is my dress, and it's been with me for years now. All these patches and tears mean something to me, you see? What does that moon-shaped one mean, then? Oh, this is from an old blanket of mine. It brings me comfort to have it with me wherever I go. And the squares? Granny patched it for me when I fell off a tree. I can't bring myself to part with it now that she's gone. Fine, you have your reasons. I appreciate the thought, Elise. But yes, many crow friends. Or are they friends? Maybe they're crow foes. Which I can't turn into a portmanteau and call it crows, because that would only be in writing. Alas. Alright, let's see if we can lower some suspicion by talking to people. We'll be scraping bird poop off the roofs for weeks, Elma. Oh, Elise, would you take a look at this nonsense? These crows, I see. All of Kieferberg is thick with the filthy things. I told everyone I'd seen them yesterday, Ms. Elma. They're a pest, and Lord knows where they've come from. Oh, but they're not dangerous, I'm certain. What are you saying, lass? Of course they are. You'd best talk some sense into your cousin, Elise. She's clearly not all there, the poor lass. All right, let's go, Rosamarine. Ah, yes. Well, okay, so they keep calling them crows, but astute observers will note that their talons are black, not yellow or orange, which means they're more likely to be ravens. And that means they're a conspiracy. Dun 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 dun. I'd best go lend the lads a hand, Brunhilde. No, Guido, please don't go. What's going on here? You don't mean to say you haven't seen them, do you? I've seen them before anyone else in Kieferberg, as you know. Ma, you ought to know something about this then. Oh, please stop with that nonsense, Miss Wilma. Those wretched things broke into the windmill, Elise. Hence why I'd best head back there, Brunhilde. She's pregnant, Guido. Don't let her get worked up. They broke into the windmill, Mr. Guido? Stole our grain, the bastards. I must go, Brunhilde. I can't stand here all day. Oh, Guido, what if they attack me while you're away? Why would they do that? Mrs. Brunhilde's rather insecure, isn't she? Yeah, I agree. Also, I love that there's a crow heist going on. It really is a conspiracy of ravens. Now, at one point, I thought I saw something shiny in here the other day, but I couldn't get to it. Mrs. Odili? Eek! Don't tell me you're hiding from the crows. I mean, who doesn't want to be Tippi Hedren, or didn't want to be Tippi Hedren, right? Anyway. I'm not going anywhere near those dreadful things. Oh, this is all your fault. How is this our fault, Mrs. Odili? You two are hiding something. I know it. Old Jochen's been taken for a fool, but I know you. Is this because of what I said yesterday, Mrs. Odili? All these awful goings-on. I understand it's frightening, Mrs. Odili, but you can't... Oh, but these crows weren't enough. Even our children are hexed now. What do you do? Shoo, shoo, leave me be, you. Well, suspicion didn't go up or down with that. So, net neutral. No use whining about it, Jakob. It's a no. But, Granny, what's wrong, Ms. Marlin? It's Apfel, lass. He came down with a fever last night. Oh, we've heard this. Yeah, I've heard. Yes, there we go. Do you know if he's feeling better, Ms. Marlin? He is. It seems the fever was gone in the morning, but Lebkuchen said the poor lad was delirious. Oh, please let me go see him, Granny. Absolutely not, Jakob, and that's final. Where is he right now, Ms. Marlin? In church, I've heard. Oh, I can go wait for him by the fountain. Wait for your father to come back, Jakob. I wouldn't want you at these birds' mercy either. But, Granny... This also goes for you two. Don't go near those crows, you hear? Oh, but have they hurt anyone? Lord knows they could. So much anti-Corvid slander going on. I should have believed you last night, Elise. I suppose not that it would have prevented anything, though. Oh, the dreadful things are everywhere. They've been circling the windmill all morning, you see? The lads are still up there trying to do away with them. Circling the windmill, what for? Why, to steal our grain, Elise. One beakful at a time. Those crows are a bad omen, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to lend all Jochen's emotions any weight, but we should give it some thought, I'd say. Now that's a bad omen. I'll take good care of it, Father. There's nothing to see here, Elise. You best head back to town. You were the one who first saw these crows, weren't you, Elise? It's not as though you folks believed me when it mattered. I've said it last night and I'll say it again. You're hiding something. It matters not, old Jochen. We must focus on the matter at hand. We all had our fill of trouble last night, didn't we? We don't need any more yelling, that's for certain. Now, they didn't steal that much grain, folks. How much did they get, Mr. Gustav? About a sack's worth in total. We got here in time to prevent the worst. The darn birds are building a nest in the oven. We ought to give it a good scrubbing later. It doesn't seem that they're keen on attacking us, at least. We've locked it up and trusted Eugen here with the key for now. I appreciate the trust. Of course, especially after all of yesterday's goings-on. Because he was stolen from, or because he has no horses to steal the grain with? Who's to stand guard here, then? Before we get into that, Bernard, there's something I'd like to say. We're all well aware of what happened last night, however. We ought to stick together, folks, now more than ever. You heard the man. Kieferberg is what we make of it. Don't forget that. I gotta head back to church. Is Apfel feeling better, Father? That's what I'm looking into, Finn. You best go with, Elise. Lebkuchen will fill you in, I'm certain. Will do, Mr. Gustav. I was wondering, Elise. Mr. Bernard said the crows were trying to make a nest in the oven. I suppose it's a cozy little nook. I don't see what's so... So there's an oven in the windmill, right? There's always been an oven in the windmill, Rosemarine. What's your... The tender flesh, Elise? Wouldn't this be a good way to prepare it? Making bread out of it, you say? Maybe you could ask about town if they'd let you in. That's rather risky, Rosemarine. I suppose, but I can't think of any other way either. Not if I want to find him. It's worth a try, I'd say. Alright, I'll see what I can find out. Wait, does she not have an oven? I'd say they snuck in through the roof, Gustav. When did you realize the crows were in the windmill, Mr. Ludwig? Heinrich came in about to collect some flour this morning. He was the one who gave the alert. So you've locked it up, have you? We must keep those birds out, at least, or they'll take all our grain. I mean, you could draw them away. Maybe if you scattered some grain elsewhere, Mr. Gustav? Then the windmill would still be available, and we've thought about that, Elise. Nobody was in favor of wasting any more grain, lass. Ah, I see. We ought to keep a close eye on the windmill, Elise. You can have a word with Eugen, perhaps. No, of course. Well, suspicion didn't go up, so could go worse, I guess. Is this anything new? No. Okay. Here we go. Better days will come, lad, when I'm settled in Primuldorf, God willing. Don't make any hasty decisions, Eugen. What is it, Elise? Oh, which one of these sounds less sketchy? I guess you're rather trusted, Mr. Eugen? Rather than just straight up asking about the key? With the key to the windmill, even. The lass is right, Eugen. It's a shame for you to leave. Oh, there we go. Good framing. Nothing I can do about that, folks. There's nothing left for me here in Kieferberg, you see. Still, I think everyone would miss you, Mr. Eugen. Please reconsider. No, I've made up my mind, but I do appreciate it, Elise. Even this key, I'll only be holding on to it until the evening. Until the evening, Mr. Eugen? It's too much responsibility, lass. I'm not too comfortable with it in my pocket, I must admit. Why not hand it over to someone else, then? I could take it to Mr. Gustav if you like. That's all right, Elise. There's no better place than Kieferberg, lad. this again. Okay. More to say? No. Okay. Na 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 na. Bum, bum. Cannot climb ladder. Okay, we're still at Wednesday dawn. So I wonder who we have to talk to get time to advance. Well, I guess we'll find out. It's coming along, I suppose. Kieferberg's maypole leans clumsily to the side, still stripped of its main decorations. Oh, it's looking like the witch symbol. These smell awful. Many blemished, discolored, and wrinkled apples await to be fed to the livestock. Nothing doing there. Wow, did you hear them? They went zoom. Okay, maybe we go to the church. Yeah, this looks like something. We can go talk to them. Oh, it's nice to see you, Elise. You've heard about Apfel, I assume? I only heard he was ill, but that's all. Huh? Oh, the poor lad. I can't bear looking at his little hands. What about them, Mrs. Dorothea? It's best you hear it from me, Elise, so you get the real story. You've been up all night, Lisbeth. We can tell her. Apfel's fine now, as you can see, but last night I was awoken by him moaning, speaking nonsense. His fever was boiling him alive, and we called for Father Hans and brought him to church, but Apfel had never been so ill. I thought I'd lose him. He wasn't all there, either. Kept mumbling to himself, and I don't know how, but his hands are injured. It's horrifying. They were so bloody. It's as if they were pecked at by something. I can't explain it. Please collect yourself, Mrs. Elizabeth. That's right, Miss Elizabeth. Take deep breaths. First, I thought he'd caught the goat's sickness somehow, but it doesn't explain his hands or what happened to my goats. Oh, this is my disgrace. It's all right, Miss Elizabeth. We are all here for you. It's all right. What about the goats? It must have happened while we were praying for... Oh, jeez, that's a jump scare. It must have happened while we were praying for Apfel in church. When Miss Elizabeth went to fetch him dry clothes, she happened upon two of her goats lying on the ground. They bled to death. Their tongues had been ripped out, and their heads were severed, too. You can rest assured that we'll help you, Miss Elizabeth. I shall arrange for a doctor to come as soon as possible. What am I to do with one sick goat, Father? We'll make certain you and the children don't go without, Miss Elizabeth. You're welcome to have supper with Finn and I any time, Elizabeth. Thank you, but I don't have strength, Dorothea. Miss Dorothea will be looking after Apfel, Miss Elizabeth. You'd best go home and rest for the day. Of course, Father. Thank you. Come, I'll walk you and Apfel home. This is awful, Elise. I had to pay them a visit later. It could be that Flock doesn't like the competition, or it could be that a mysterious other person who was conducting all of these rituals in town got their hands on the goat while you were busy. Or while Elise was busy. It's one thing after another. It's one battle after another, isn't it? But first things first, I had to figure out how I'm going to get my hands on that key. No, first things first, we got to make some money. We got to get this bread. We're full up on bread, so now we can do any task with Roseanne Marine to get an S rank. But let's see here. But I think we have a date for this time anyway, so let's see. The stables and the back alleys. Marathon time indeed. Hello, Ludwig. There you are, Elise. You seem troubled, Mr. Ludwig. All of Kieferberg is troubled last. Now, can you do me a favor? Bertha and I are thinking of spending a week in Primaldorf after the festival. In Primaldorf, Mr. Ludwig? My daughter's been insisting we visit, you see. Seeing our grandchildren would be good for Bertha, too. Why don't you visit more often, Mr. Ludwig? What's such a long way to Primaldorf? It's really not that far away. Do me a favor, will you, Elise? Go ask Finn if he can look after my cabbages while I'm away. Your cabbages, Mr. Ludwig? They need daily tending to, and these crows aren't helping. But tell him he can't simply beat them with a hoe, you hear? Why would he do such a thing? Young lads are lazy, that's why. Okay, that's not who I'm trying to talk to. Where are the people I am trying to talk to? They're supposed to be in the stables. I don't know what's going on. Oops. No. Back up we go. We need to find Finn somewhere on this screen. Oh, all my nicely organized hay has been ruined. We ought to have believed you last night, Elise. That's right, Mr. Gustav. I know it caught folks off guard. I do wonder where these crows came from, though. Elise, I was hoping to have a word with you about Lebkuchen. Well, that lasts a piece of your very soul, Elise. What do you mean, Mr. Gustav? The poor lass stood up for you against Father Hans and old Jochen all evening. Oh, yes, I know. You'd have been in for a real earful had it not been for her. Lebkuchen's a friend to keep, Elise. Don't take it for granted. I don't, Mr. Gustav. Old Jochen, huh? He's been rather vocal about these crows, too. Everything will be fine, folks. You'll see. I can actually go into the stables proper. Here's Finn. Oh, look at the piggies. Say, Mr. Finn, I was talking to Mr. Ludwig, and Not the cabbages. My cabbages. He asked you to ask me to look after his cabbages. I know all about it, lass. He's losing his mind. What? That man is obsessed with his cabbages. He's been hounding me about them since yesterday. Well, alright, but what do I tell him, Mr. Finn? I'll do it, I'll do it. Whatever it takes to stop hearing about those wretched cabbages. Piggies. You bring good news, I'm certain. Mr. Finn said to leave it to him, Mr. Ludwig. Atta girl, Elise. I'm not the one looking after your cabbages, Mr. Ludwig. You still did me a favor, didn't you? For your trouble. A spiced wurst. Hang on. You didn't have to, Mr. Ludwig, but thank you. I'd best go tell Bertha our cabbages will be in good hands. Okay, so now we go meet Rose and Marine for a date. Let's see where she is. Up there. Okay, cool. Away we go. Shoot, go on, get out. Go on, get. Get out of here. Let's go on another date. Flock? You and that goat of yours, Rosemary. Oh, Elise, there's no need to be jealous. I'm not jealous of a goat. Isn't she, Flock? How would you like to sleep with him out in the granary, Rosemary? I'd have Flock to hold close. I wouldn't be cold at all. Why, you... Oh, Flock, don't get so close to the edge. You be careful too, Rosemary. You can see everything from here, can't you? I suppose. Something's on your mind, Elise, I can tell. Can't even be left to brood in peace, can I? You're going through some changes, that's all. Not how I expected this to go. Some changes, you say? Your path will become clearer and clearer, you'll see. Aren't you a little too cheery? It almost feels like you're mocking me, Rosemary. Come now, Elise, give me your hands. Rosemary, what are you... Let's dance, Elise. On a cliffside with no music. You're going too fast, Rosemary. We're approaching the full moon, Elise. You know what that means. How would I know such a thing? It's time to celebrate new beginnings. Our new beginning together. What new beginning, Rosemary? You're not making sense. Why, you following your dreams, Elise? The fulfillment of my purpose, too. Everything's coming together just the way the stars told me it would. Rosemary, we gotta celebrate our good fortune, Elise. Wait, Rosemary, you're spinning too fast! Ah! Are you alright, Elise? For goodness sake. I'm sorry, I didn't think. I used to dance with Granny like this every month, and I... You swung your Granny around like this? Of course, every month. You are truly the... Whether you believe me or not, Elise, let me put it this way. You see that castle in the distance, don't you? And now I do. Yes. It may seem far away from where you stand now, but the stars are even further away, and yet they still guided me to you, didn't they? Rose Marine. Are there any other places with pretty views in Kieferberg? I suppose the windmill's not bad. Would you meet me there tomorrow afternoon, then? Our new beginning together, she says. Elise? I'll be there, Rosamarine. We best head back now. Yes. What was I about to look for? Whatever. So first we gotta give Muffy her pound of flesh, or in this case her Lebkuchen. That's assuming I can find her. She's around somewhere. Oh. I'm seeing the thing for her. There she is. Alright, you little extortionist. Yeah, would that I could sacrifice Muffy to him. He only wants good company, though. That's enough. I'm not giving you one more crumb. But you promised. You promised me some Lebkuchen. I promised you nothing, Mercy. Folks already think it's strange, Elise, that you knew about the crows since yesterday. You know what? Why don't you go ahead? Who's to believe a scrawny little squealer like you anyhow? Old Jochen does, Elise. Ms. Odalie does too. Oh, do they? What are you telling them then? That I saw you talking to those crows yesterday. There was a golden one too, wasn't there? Why, you... Following you around town is truly so much fun, Elise. I just know you have the Lebkuchen you promised me tucked away somewhere. I do. You dickhead. Here you go. Keep your mouth shut, you hear? I don't want to add any more to these folks' imaginations. Why? But they're not imagining anything, are they? Shut it, Muddy. Not one more word about this. I'll keep quiet, but I was wondering. I gave you what you wanted, so go away. Alright, but why don't you bring me some hearty soup tomorrow? Aw, jerk! Off with you, Mandy. Me? Suppose I'll be safe for today. They've had their fill, I'd wager. The crows, Mr. Guido? They've been circling the windmill all morning, the bastards. Yet they haven't come for the grain even once. Let's see here. Would you say they won't? If they haven't attempted it until now. Who's to say, Elise? We can't leave the windmill, that's what. No, I wasn't saying that maybe now. I was saying that maybe now. They're not coming for the grain because we're here, I'm certain. They'd come diving down the moment we left, I'd wager. That's a given. I suppose. Not sure if I did that right, but we'll find out, I guess. It's best you start confessing, Dorothea. A mother's sin passes on to her child, you know. Oh, for goodness sake. Why, it's a fact, Elise. What you ought to do, Dorothea, is wear your rosary all 9 months. Oh, I will, but Brunhilde, she... What about Miss Brunhilde? She's been doing these divinations. I don't think those work anyhow. Tell all wives' tales and whatnot. Still, Elise, it could be harmful if she goes too far. With this witch nonsense about town, too. It may have been her who brought all these crows on, even. Oh, for goodness sake, Miss Lorelei. Honestly, Lorelei, we can't go around making accusations left and right. She would never do such a thing, Miss Lorelei. All right, all right. You don't all have to pounce on me like that. Keeping suspicion low. Don't go losing your lids like that, Odelay. It may be best for you to rest for the day, Miss Odelay. Is everything all right? Hey, what's gotten into her? Odeley's terrified of the crows, Elise. Old Yochin's right. It's that lassie and her cousin. Oh, for goodness sake. This isn't good for you, Odeley. Think about your health. Your heart can't take much more. Oh, but I can't settle down, Marielle. The Lord is with Kieverberg. We must not forget that. You want to put your faith in him, Miss Odeley. That's right, Odeley. You can't get swayed by whatever old Jochin says. Do I look like a witch to you, Miss Odeley? Does she look like a witch? Blam! Does she look like a witch? Then why are you trying to burn her like a witch? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. There we go. Oh, I wouldn't know, lass. What do you mean you wouldn't know? Don't rile her up, Elise. We'll take care of her. Don't you worry, dearie. Okay. Rosemarine, what are you doing here? This is tiring, Rosemarine. Asking about town, you mean? No, I don't think we can count on that. I should have chosen my words a little more carefully, I suppose. That's all right, Elise. We'll find a way. It's a little too late for that, Rosemarine. If only I could turn back time and attempt it again. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I did do something wrong here. You haven't been asking about town yourself, have you? No, of course not. All right, well, I'll call for you if I need you. I'll be here, Elise. That's the game telling you you done messed up. And I'm not sure where. Let's see here. Hang on. Okay, I think I missed a dialogue option at some point. So we're going to try it again. This time I'm not going to read everything aloud and we're going to go much faster. So bear with me, please. Oh, hey, this is another game about a young queer girl who is kind of a pariah in town, who lives in a sleepy little town where things seem normal but something nefarious is happening beneath the surface, and everything gets real spooky at night in the woods. Oh, and specifically, there's a powerful malign presence that is reaching out psychically to the young girl, trying to get it to make a deal. All right, now we're on this again. All right, explore every dialogue option. Okay, so that's the only person to talk to here. Let's go around the horn, as it were. Find everybody there is to talk to, and to talk to all of them. Anybody down by the well? No. Nobody over here either. Got these folks to talk to. I think that's everybody so far. More people to talk to. Nobody in here but us piggies. Prepare to blah blah blah. Prepare to fast forward. Preparing to fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forwarding, sir. And now that's reminding me, I've heard tell of a film festival idea that has been made at certain movie theaters where they will pick movies that feature other movies in them. And then every time a movie, like they'll play a movie until the other movie is featured in it, and then they will then switch over to that movie. So for example, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when Raph goes to see the movie Critters, and they show the marquee of the theater there, it would switch from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Critters and then go from there. And people were saying that you could do that, but not with Spaceballs, because with Spaceballs, you just keep looping the movie every time they put in the cassette, the instant cassette of Spaceballs. Okay, I don't know if... Let's find out if this makes a difference. If I say, are you standing here all day? I'd understand you divide the job, but isn't it a little much? We'll be doing shifts, Elise. Gustav and Bernardo up first. I see. Do you want to stand guard with us, Elise? I hope you weren't planning on making any bread today, lass. I was, actually. Why would I get some from Gretel today, Elise? Are you certain you're not leaving, Mr. Ludwig? Wouldn't be the wisest to leave it to the crows, would it? I suppose not. You can have a word with Eugen if you're that keen on baking bread today. I must ask you though, why are you even so insistent, Elise? Oh, I'd best go see how Lampfel's doing, if you'll excuse me. Okay, so that was the wrong choice. Cool. And now we know. So I just happened to get all the choices right last time. That's good to know. But somehow it still wasn't enough. Ah! Ugh, okay. Still nobody in there. I guess I've already talked to everybody, except for those folks, so we'll try that again. Okay. Maybe that wasn't the right choice? Alright. Well, we already know I have to fix at least one thing in here, so hang on. Bleh, here we go again. Alright, same again. Can we go faster? So how's everybody's Sunday been? Oh, I guess I saved it after that? That's confusing. Okay, now we get all this nonsense again. It's true, the art does remain super cute. There is that. And it's not like it's particularly difficult to get back to the spot where I was. It's just a little time consuming and therefore a little annoying. But we all do what we can. Get the acorn. I'm going to save it again in a minute after I talk to Gretel. Yeah, I could start saving it after each dialogue moment. Let's see. It might be excessive, but it all depends on how many more times I have to do it. Now I don't have to do those parts again, at least. The music is nice too. I'll give it that. It's pleasant to hear. Well, interesting question. Can I go talk to Apfel now? Is that one of the things that I can do that I hadn't done yet? Gotta try to talk to everybody. Okay, no, I can't get into the church right now because of them. Okay, that makes sense. But I will save it here. So I don't have to do any of those parts again. Just the question part. You know, it'd be nice if I could just go through there. Save me some time. But no, can't do that. Didn't I already talk to you? Yeah. Did Miffy spread this around town? Tisk. Here we go. Actual moment that I need to go to. Relevant for story reasons, etc. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so this time you could draw them away. It seems to be the right choice. Suspicion didn't go up, at least. Okay, next in the story is talk to Elizabeth in church. Later in the story, ask you again about the key. There's nobody left to talk about. talk to, rather. So it must have been at the next time slot that I missed something. It's the only thing I can think of. Just to make sure there's nobody new out and about over here. I get so lonely all by myself in this inn. Oh, spiced first. Oh, it's 30. Jeez, man. Hearty soup also 30? Okay. Tisk tisk. Do I have anything to sell? Let's find out. No. Alas. Okay. Alright, into the church we go. Stomp, 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 stomp. Big long conversation. Jump scare happens in here somewhere. Here comes the goats. Yikes! Here we go. Can I talk to Lieb? Oh, that's a Lieb. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, hang on. I should not have skipped all of this. But it's okay. So, oh, hang on. There's a log. Ha! I can read it from here. You look awful, Liebkuchen. It's no wonder, isn't it? Seeing Alpha so ill had me worrying about him all night. Miss Elizabeth said he was mumbling to himself? Hang on. Why is this so weird? He was having convulsions, speaking of the witch, too. Sounds like he's just been listening too much of old Jochen's nonsense, that's what. I think so, too. What about Alpha's hands? What was that about? I'd say he did it to himself. He was gripping his fist the entire time, so... Say, Liebkuchen, if this is about last night, Elise... What else would it be about, Lib? I'm worried about you. They gave me a lecture, is all. Mr. Gustav was very supportive of me, but Father Hans, he... that old geezer better not have... Father Hans isn't all there either, Elise. What do you mean isn't all there? Old Jochen's very much convinced you saw those clothes for a reason, and... Father Hans is starting to believe him, I think. Oh, for Pete's sake. Be careful, Elise, there's only so much I can do for you. Okay. So that's one person talked to in the morning. Now we talk to everybody else. Is everything alright, Ms. Mario? Oh, at least it's so horrifying to think this would happen to Elizabeth of all people. All on her own with 2 young children, too. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I haven't seen Grun all morning. I had a word with Ms. Elizabeth early this morning. Grun was in tears. I couldn't bear the sight. It seems they're going to be in class with Dorothea and Liebkuchen. I'll see what I can do for them this afternoon. Even if it's just keeping them company, or entertaining Groon. Oh, I can only hope, yeah, etc. Oh, I haven't had a proper night's sleep since Friday. Elise here has been sleeping like an angel, I'd wager. Messing with me first thing in the morning, are you, Miss Bertha? Why, there's hardly a need to threaten folks like that, Elise. How is this a threat, Miss Elma? You can tell us, Elise. There's no harm. Eek, don't say it. You were the only one who knew about those crows. Why is that? I somehow don't think because I'm the witch is the right answer. Let's find out. There's nothing else I can say. Miss Bertha's been taking a liking to teasing us, Miss Odalie. I suppose. Truly, Bertha, this isn't the time. Why, I'm not teasing anyone. This is a legitimate question. It doesn't matter who saw them first, Bertha. What matters is that they're here and that they're not leaving no matter what we do. This is an omen, that's what it is. Come now, Odalie, let's get you home. Suspicion down. Alright, cool. Yeah. What about these folks? Oh, can't Saturday come any sooner? This week has brought us nothing but trouble. These crows are all about town, too. We ought to have believed you yesterday, Elise. Doesn't matter anymore, Miss Ariane. All that's keeping me in good spirits is the festival, if I'm honest. You've heard about Alpha, Elise. The poor boy. I'll ask Miss Elizabeth what I can do for her later. She hasn't had time to look after herself, I'd wager. Oh, I can't bring myself to smile on days like these. That reminds me, Heinrich's spending the night out there. Because of the crows, isn't it? Together with Eugen, I heard. Poor lad hasn't had any time to come to terms with what happened yesterday. Eugen will be gone by Sunday, you can mark my words. Miss Wilma. So we did miss that before. Still nobody by the well. Alright, we gotta do the other thing. Let's do that next. I don't even remember who used to live here. Anyway, yes, this is the thing about the cabbages. My cabbages! Okay, now I go back to him later about the cabbages. Actually, let me do that and save. That'll make sense. And then we can continue. Oh, and I still gotta bribe Muffy. Wherever she ends up being. And we got a spice diverse. Great. That's not her. But Muffy's about. I'm sure of it. I hear her. I just can't see her. Again, I keep hearing her, but not seeing her. I wonder where she is. Well, I'll save all the same. Maybe out this way? No, it doesn't seem to be. Nobody over by the bakery. Must not be where she is. Muddy, where are you? Miffy? Muggy? Mercy? Messy? Mippy? Mappy? I keep thinking I hear her, but I can't see where. Right? That's that little noise. That's the Muffy noise. I bet she calls him a hag. Yeah, no sign of Muffy. Very strange. Have to try talking to him later. Now we get this conversation. Okay. Maybe that was one of the ones I missed before? Here we go. No. Okay, nothing new there. Again, I hear her but don't see her, and I'm not even getting the icon this time. Sounds further away now. Well, I guess there's nothing for it. Oh yeah, no, I can't bribe her until the afternoon. I'm seeing on my notes here. Fair enough. Well, that's much more time wasted. Bleh. Alright, daytime. We can skip straight through this. Hello, Flock. I cannot talk to you there. Okay, here's the scary dancing and other stuff going on. Everything's cool, but also creepy. Alright, you're a little too cheery. Alright, this calls for a new save in the afternoon. Oh, Lebkuchen. There she is. I heard her this time. Come here, you little miscreant. There you go. Suspicion stays down, and Muffy stays gone. Still trying to tell me I did something wrong, but I don't know what. Because there was no one else that I didn't miss talking to anybody. Oh, we're not playing. No, we're not playing Kiss the Rat. We were just talking about you, dearie. Me, Mrs. Matilda? Oh, well, aren't you scared of these crows? They're more of a nuisance, I'd say. See, Brunhilde at least doesn't want to get to her. Oh, but there are so many. They haven't attacked anyone, have they? No, not at all. They're just hopping about town, it seems. It certainly is strange, but I don't think there's much harm. Don't think there's a witch about town, Miss Matilda? I'm old enough to know such things don't exist, Brunhilde. Truly, Mrs. Brunhilde, you can't listen to these old folks. Oh, I suppose that's true. A cooler head prevailing. Alright, what about all these folks? What do they say? It's rather tricky now that we don't have Eugen's horses. You could lend us a hand, Freya. Oh, Lise, won't you tell Papa to stop before he... Huh? Freya's as strong as I am, believe it or not. Papa? Looking rather flustered, aren't you, Freya? Because he makes it sound as if I'm a... I'd say it's an asset, not a fault, Freya. I'm not that strong, anyhow. I must say I'm curious to see that now, lass. Don't pressure her, Heinrich. Oh, but even I would like to see how strong she is. Alright, alright. How's this then? Heck yeah, we love a strong girl. I can't believe it. Gustav weighs as much as a horse, but look at that. She barely broke a sweat, too. That's my daughter, atta girl, Freya. Papa, not in front of Elise, too. This is the kind of cheer Kieferberg needs. Truly, I'm tired of hearing about this witch. Oh, wait, that looks pretty good. Freya's so strong she could easily throw me off the peaks, huh? Get the spray bottle. Oh, what am I thinking? I know you seem pretty now, and only worry you out even more. Oh, I can't help but worry. Mr. Bernard is right, Miss Elizabeth. Even so, you must keep an eye on the children. How's your horse, Eugen? Tired, still. Poor thing's lying about in the hay. So are my goats. To think someone would do such a thing. I've been keeping calm, not wanting to rile folks up, but you've been too calm, I'd say. Cursing Kieferberg to hell won't bring my horses back, Bernard. Someone ought to have done it, that's all I have to say. I must say I'm starting to understand how these old folks feel. Miss Elizabeth, it's certainly easier to believe there's a witch, isn't it? Than that any string of events could be... No, never mind. She'd be better off marrying Eugen, I'd say. Who's marrying Mr. Eugen? Oh, Bertha's jesting, Elise. You have to agree, Marlon. They're about the same age, too. You can't be talking about Miss Elizabeth. Who else would I be talking about, Elise? Now, we can't be spreading this nonsense about town, you hear? It's far from nonsense. Those children need a proper father. Eugen's leaving first thing next Monday anyhow. A big mistake, if you ask me. I'm not too certain about Eugen myself, but I must agree poor Elizabeth would be better off now if she'd remarried. Another set of people called Old Hags by Elise. Okay, again, nobody down there. But we've talked to some more people since last time. This whole thing. Didn't like a taste of your own medicine, ha. Okay, I think that's everywhere in town except for the stables and the church. And we'll do the church next. There's nobody inside. Okay. Let's talk to everybody here. If there is anybody here. There's nobody. Let's see, later in the story I have to ask you again about the key, okay. Would you say they won't? Okay, suspicion down. I guess that's everything? We're gonna try it from here. But before I do, I should probably go to the bakery, spend a little bit more money on some more food. 2 more loaves of bread. And hope that we do okay on money. Alright. Oh wait, hang on. Let me check my hearts on the menu. Okay, so relationships. Rose Marine, 3 out of 6 hearts. Freya, 2 out of 6 hearts. Lebkuchen, 1 out of 6 hearts. I don't know how you're supposed to get all of them. Seems like there's not enough time, but do one now. Here we go. I'll spend some time with her. I'm all ears, Elise, but make it quick. You're not making this any easier, are you? I wouldn't say it's supposed to be easy, Elise. Lebkuchen, I'm truly sorry about what happened yesterday. For all the trouble you went through afterward, too. That's all right, Elise. I forgive you. Huh? More importantly, won't you lend me a hand? On the swing, I mean. You're not being fair, Lieb. Why won't you let me apologize? Why? Haven't you already? Properly, Lebkuchen. You can't just say that you forgive me. I'm fairly certain I can, Elise. I haven't even done anything to... You keeping me company every day is more than enough, I'd say. Lebkuchen. Come now, give me a push, will you? You are truly... Push harder, Elise! I'll make it up to you, Lieb. I promise I will. Do you remember what you said to my shoes that time, Elise? Oh, don't start with those stories. Using old Wilhelm's saw to take out the heels? I thought they were hurting you. All you ever did was stand all day. Oh, that night, or that night that you broke my bedroom window with a rock? I was trying to call you outside, Lee. You also hid all my veils and habits in the abandoned house once. I never liked you having to wear all that nonsense. That's true, you never did. Remember that one time that you... I remember it all, Lebkuchen. Quit embarrassing me. That's why I'm so upset, Lieb. All I ever seem to do is get you in trouble. That's true, you have always been a bit of a nuisance. Took you long enough to... I wouldn't have it any other way. I care about you, Elise. You know that by now. I know that, but... Come now, I've been telling you that I care about you just as much, Lebkuchen. What's there to get flustered about? You... Say, I'll be home tomorrow morning to lend a hand. I'll be there, Lieb. Alright, but you can't steal all the filling again. I was 6 years old, Lebkuchen. Wait right there, you... Okay. I didn't know you were coming with Elise. Where to, Miss Linda? We're stopping by Lisbeth's, Elise. Oh, my poor Jakob won't settle down. It's taking a toll on the children, that's for certain. I'm meaning to ask her if they would like to spend the night with us. They'd appreciate spending some time together, I'd wager. Lisbeth will most likely want to watch over Apfel, Linda. Oh, that's true. Apfel's seen those goats, he tells me. That's such a horrible sight for someone his age. I'll come about later, too. I'm concerned about Miss Lisbeth. Oh, me too. Her being a widow also. What does that have to do with any of this, Miss Brunhilde? Truly, Brunhilde, don't be so superstitious. Oh, I suppose. Okay, let's see here. For dusk, the only note is to meet Freya by the village inn and choose it very much as for a successful date. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was starting to think you wouldn't come about, Elise. We have yet to discuss what happened last night. What about it, Father? Those crows you claim to have seen, are they the same ones that... Are you expecting me to know them by name? Or... I'm asking you nicely, Elise. Let's not try each other's patience. I know as much as you do, Father. If that's all you have to ask me, then I'd rather... No, that's not all, Elise. I must ask you to mind your words in town, lass. Oh, for goodness sake. You having claimed to see those crows last night is rather... What does this have to do with me exactly? Folks don't know any better, Elise. This is all rather... If that's the case, then I'd recommend having a word with old Jochen instead. He's the one terrorizing Miss Zoderly day and night. Old Jochen's a different matter altogether, lass. Okay, suspicions on who the person in town who's been doing all of this is? My guess is it's either Father Hans or old Jochen, but I don't know for sure. In that case, I believe we're very much done here, Father. My attitude, he says. Understood, Maddie. Oh, but my auntie is going to... What have you done now, Molly? Elise, it's not what you think. She stole one of Miss Elma's buns she had cooling on the windowsill. No, I didn't. She gave it to me, and Miss Elma had me give Molly here a good earful. Does your auntie not feed you, Molly? It's complicated. She doesn't? I'm still a growing lass, Elise. 8 buns a day isn't enough. Oh, okay. You almost had me having sympathy for her. 8? Either way, Missy. It's Muffy. Why can't either of you... Stealing is never justified, all right? You can come to me if you ever need anything. Oh, Liebkuchen. If only Elise was as kind as you. Why, you? Maybe it's best you got home to rest, Liebkuchen. I'll go with you and then you can get me some pretzels. Oh, for goodness sake, Mindy. Why don't you go ask Granny Gretel? Tell her I sent you. She'll give you anything you want. Hooray, hooray! Muffy has a tapeworm. Could be. Oh, I would be running home if I were you, Elise. What? Lord knows what these crows have done to it by now. The wretched things are everywhere. We've been trying to get rid of them, but they won't budge. Have they broken into anyone's home? Or not yet, but they most definitely could. They're thieves, like rats. You best hide that brooch of yours, Elise, lest they steal it. You're making too much of it, Miss Marlin. Have you heard about Apfel, Elise? That he had his hands pecked by the crows? That's nothing but hearsay, Bertha. My, but isn't it horrifying? Apfel gripped his fist too tightly, nothing more. Oh, you'd say that's it? Of course that's it, Bertha. Ludwig says he'll have a word with Father Hans about it, but... Nobody in the stables. I must apologize, lass. To me, Mr. Bernard? Had we believed you last night, we could have prepared ourselves. I can't say I see how, if I'm honest. We could have locked the granary, for starters. Makes one wonder why they're perched here in Kieferberg. It's a rare sight, that's for certain. Have you seen crows here before, Bernard? A long time ago, almost 20 years ago. It wasn't nearly as bad as this, however. It's best we have a word with Father Hans. About what, Mr. Heinrich? Kieferberg needs some direction, Elise. I must agree, Heinrich. Gustav's struggling to find common ground with Father Hans, too. It's true Father Hans doesn't seem so concerned, that's for certain. We must tell him his folks need him. Best not get too close, lass. Lord knows they might swoop down for that brooch of yours. Aren't you making too much of it, Mr. Tristan? No, he's right, Elise. It's dangerous. I can't seem to settle down with these crows flying about. And Athel's fever, too. What if it's contagious? Athel's feeling better already, Mr. Tristan. Father Hans is urging us to stay calm, folks. We must see to our duties, nothing more. Easier said than done, Ludwig. Mr. Tristan. There was a theft, Tristan. Nothing strange about that. Athel's fever was just that, a fever. And I wager these crows will give up on our grain soon enough, too. I'm still not convinced, Ludwig. As if you've never had a fever yourself, old Jochen. The lad was crying out to the witch, Mechtilde. Where exactly did you hear such nonsense, Mr. Jochen? Ah, Elise, finally someone to talk some sense into this fool. Lisbeth herself said the lad was delirious, lass. Miss Lisbeth never said anything about a witch, Mr. Jochen. You ought to stop spreading this nonsense about town. Folks are already tense enough as it is, Jochen. Old Stefan warned us about this, Mechtilde. If I may ask, old Jochen, what's so special about old Stefan's word? I must say, I'm curious, too. Old Stefan knew Kieferberg was to face many trials, lass. And now we're seeing them right before our eyes. What about the witch, then? Very true, I'm yet to see her out and about, Jochen. Time will reveal all, I say. Cool. Glad we had this talk. Let me save and then go to the date. Every time. All right, here we go. Let's have our date and then things will kick off. Hup. There she is. Yeah, let's spend some time with her. Enjoying yourself, are you? Oh, Elise. I'm so glad you're here. I was losing my wits. Ms. Wim has been giving you a hard time, I wager. I don't want to be mean, but she can be a little pushy. Ill-bred and ungrateful. That's what she is. Elise. All of Kieferberg would agree with me, and you know it. Sit now. Let's stop talking about Ms. Wilma for a moment. You put up with too much of these folks' nonsense, Freya. I don't have much of a choice the way I see it. Yes, you do, Freya. Folks have always praised me left and right, Elise. I can't help but feel I ought to live up to their expectations. You don't have to live up to anything, you know that. You wouldn't understand, Elise. Huh? Daisies truly do suit you best, don't they? You keep avoiding this subject, Freya. Not on purpose. Let's see here. It very much is, Freya. You know it, and I know it. I've always been ashamed of what I did, Elise. It's alright, Freya. It's in the past. Folks kept pitting us against each other when we were children, and I... Oh, Elise, I ought to confess. Huh? The eggs you picked for Miss Bertha that day. I broke them. I broke them on purpose. Freya? I made a mess of her laundry that day, and I was so afraid that I had her give you an earful instead, so she'd forget about me. For goodness sake. I'm so sorry, Elise. I did so many bad things back then. Blaming you for my blunders, getting you in trouble at every chance, telling the townsfolk that you weren't capable so they'd ask for me, and... I said it's alright, Freya. I didn't understand how I felt back then either, so I... For goodness sake, I don't hold any of that against you. Then, when you said that I was overcompensating, I understand, Freya. I know how you feel now, alright? Elise, things are different now, aren't they? We've been spending more time together, being honest with each other. Oh, Elise. I like being your friend, Freya. Let's put it all behind him. Aww. What? I love spending time with you too. I've always wanted to get close to you. Freya, I can't breathe. Now that we're truly friends, I'm truly so... Oh, I'm so happy. Freya. I ought to have said this all a lot sooner. Freya, dearie, how are the reeds coming along? Oh, it's Ms. Wilma. How are you so strong? Before I go, Elise, I'll be home all afternoon tomorrow. I'll be there. Freya. I'm coming, Ms. Wilma. For goodness sake. I think I'd better sit down for a moment. I don't know how I'm going to get full hearts with all of them with only so many days left. Seems like I couldn't possibly. Sorry. Hang on. Long day today, was it, dearie? For you too, Ms. Matilda? Not at all. I had a lovely nap just earlier. I can't remember the last time I took a nap. Let's call it the perks of old age, my dear. There aren't many, but I make the most of it. You're rather cheery, Ms. Matilda. Why, most of the crows are gone, Elise. That's a relief, I must say. Makes one wonder why, doesn't it? Sure does, Miss Matilda. Sure does. Okay. Oh wait, it's nighttime, which means strike a match. Everything will be alright, I'm certain. Is everything alright? Oh, we were talking about Kieferberg, Elise. Guido can't make up his mind about leaving, which is a little... You want to leave, Miss Brunhilde? Well, I can't say for certain, but it's a shame, isn't it? Folks used to want to move here, not the other way around. I've been discussing it with Finn, too. He's rather hesitant. We all know where you land in this argument, don't we, Elise? I suppose you do, Ms. Marielle. Oh, I'm so torn about it. I came here from Primeldorf, after all. If I were to go back... Oh, enough, Brunhilde. I'm losing my mind. Okay. There's a golden maiden at the windmill, so let's go take a look. Scamper, scamper, scamper. Here we go. Another one I see. Huh? Say, what is it you're meeting him for? I don't think that's any of your business. Let me tell you something then. Forsake all you think you know about yourself. What do you mean? There's no amount of determination that can save you from him. Once you're in those woods, once you go through that door, what? You'll be left with nothing but harrowing regret. Why are you telling me all of this? Oh, and we got an apple strudel. How about that? And it only cost a little sanity. Apple strudel gives us 4 breads. Wow. What a deal. Oh, we already did that talk. We already had that talk. On your way home, are you? Rest assured, Mr. Bernard, I'm about to leave. Afraid the house will be taken by the crows, Bernard? We'd best not jest, old lad. What about you two? Still worried about the crows? I wish they'd leave already, that's what. They're just resting here, I'd say. They didn't hurt anyone or try to steal anything else. It's not as though they necessarily had to, Mr. Bernard. Doesn't sit right with me is all. Speaking of which, I'm concerned about Eugen. He's been rather cheery for someone who's being robbed, don't you think? I'd say he seems fine to me. Folks like him, Elise. Oftentimes they're misleading folks like him, Elise, oftentimes they're misleading you to think they're in good health. What makes you think that, Mr. Wilhelm? Eugen isn't one to share his thoughts, lass. The lad's the same as always, as though nothing happened. We must make certain he isn't left on his own for long stretches of time, lest he... etc. Wait, Elise. There you are, lassie. Huh? We need to have a word with you, Elise. A word with me, you say? Your cousin's been going about town spreading nonsense, Elise. Such as? Why, saying the crows are nothing to fret about, for instance. She's a kind soul, Miss Elma. She isn't afraid of any animals. On the contrary. I see how that might be true, Elise, but still. We're to be wary of such things, not make little of them. I understand, Miss Elma. But that's not all, lass. She's been asking about Apfel's fever, you see. Yeah, she's a worrier, Mr. Ludwig. Everyone's worried about Apfel. Why wouldn't she be? Well, that's a fair point, Elise. I don't think there's any point in making too much of things, Miss Elma. This is dangerous. I had to make certain I bring Rose and Marine to work with me. I'll have to deal with this every day. That's because I didn't do any chores today, which means I didn't make any money, unfortunately. I know, Elise. I haven't said anything yet, have I? You don't have to, Elise. What am I to do with you, Liebkuchen? At least tell me you'll get a good night's sleep tonight. If nobody else breaks into a fever, I might. Here's your bread, Elise. Yay, 2 more breads. What's on your mind? Things that would have set you, Elise. I'm not certain you trust me at all. I trust you enough not to ask you about it.
This is a reminder. Feed the cats.
You keep coming back to this, Lieb. If there's... I meant it, Elise. You don't have to tell me. Whatever it is you can't tell me, I won't pry. You trust me that much, huh? Even if you truly were the witch. Liebkuchen. I mean it, Elise. I trust you'll tell me in time, whenever you're ready. You're truly tired. For someone who's so attentive to others, Liebkuchen, you're not... I'll see you about town tomorrow. For goodness sake, you're so stubborn. Okay. So we got our bread. We got our daily bread. We've got our hearty soup to pay Muffy tomorrow. We've got an apple strudel, which probably will pay Muffy on Friday or something. Let me check. Yeah, that's Muffy for Friday. So then I just have to figure out how to feed myself in the meantime. Let's see here. Okay, I guess the next step is to have dinner. So let's do that. Elise. Elise, come quick. What's the matter, Jakob? It's Apfel, he's gone missing. What? Oh, please come quick. Elise? We must go and look for him. That's right. We can't sit about waiting forever. What's going on here? Alpha's gone missing, Elise. Hopefully the lads will find him on their patrol. They'll happen upon him, I'm certain. They don't know he's missing, Father. By the time they're back, my poor boy could have... Mama. We all need to remain calm. Calm, Father? My boy is missing. Lord knows if he's all right, let alone if the worst has happened. That structure is weird. We all knew those crows were an omen. Not this again, you old wretch. Ought to have taken the lad to the witch. What? How? What a horrible thing to say, old Jochen. You truly have no decency, you... We cannot give in to hysteria, brethren. Oh, to think the lads went out in search of crows. The crows were a threat, lass. Oh, that's it. I'm going looking for him myself. I'll go. Let me be the one to go, Miss Elizabeth. It's best we wait for the lads. I can't allow the... Oh, would you really, Elise? Now there's a brave lass. Oh, but Father Hans is right. It's dangerous. Leave it to me, Miss Elizabeth. Oh, Elise. I do not condone your disobedience, Elise. I do. I need you to go, Elise, for Angelica's sake as well. Truly, the poor lass can't be without a mother. We can lend a hand with whatever you need, Elise. You'd best make certain you have enough food and matches, dear. I'll be here, Elise. Let me know when you're leaving. Now we go talk to people in town and see what they give us. Commercial. Or something. Oh, I'm certain he's alright, dear. I can only hope you're right, Miss Mario. We must keep a positive outlook, Miss Elizabeth. I thought you didn't condone my disobedience, Father. My duty is to care for my brethren's well-being, Elise. You ought to be aware it's dangerous. The lass couldn't bear the thought, Father. We can't leave Outfeld roaming the woods all by himself. Lord knows how sick he was yesterday. If that fever were to strike him again in those woods, I'll make certain I find him, Miss Elizabeth. I appreciate it, Elise, but if you find it's too dangerous, Elise will find him, Elizabeth. We must treat the lass. Here you go, Elise. Please be careful. Hey, we got an ointment. How about that? Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. We'll make certain to send the lads after you when they arrive. Don't wander off too far, you hear? Thank you, Elise. Yep, so that's that crowd. Let's talk to this crowd. First it was that awful fever, and now this. Miss Elizabeth looks horrified. I can't even imagine. We can only hope he hasn't broken into a fever again, wherever he is. All you can do is bring him back to Kieferberg as fast as you can, Elise. There's only so much one can do, after all. Oh, I wouldn't know what to do if this happened to me. You'd best keep a close eye on Maggie, Miss Lorelei. Mary? She can look after herself just fine, lass. Oh, ouch. Poor Muffy. Better than most folks here in Kieferberg, I'd say. Miss Lorelei, poor Mandy is still a child. Oh, there's so much you yet don't know about her, Dorothea. Such as? She wouldn't let herself starve, for starters. Yeah, that much is true. Alright. These are all going to be roughly the same. I'm just going to skip through because we're already past 7. Blah, blah, blah. Bandages. Thank you. Jakob wants to go and can't. Freya and people. Well, that's very nice, a blessing and all, but that's not a medical item. Oh well. In fact, if we save here, we can go to the inn and see what we need to buy, and if we can sell some other items for the, like, because I haven't really needed a lot of health items, not as much as I need food items. The grape juice is very important. The grapes, actually pretty important. But mushrooms and acorns, less important. That's why they're worth less. Spiced Wurst, very expensive. See, Muffy wants soup on Thursday. And on Friday wants apple strudel. Okay. Is it worth it to sell the mushrooms and the acorns? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do okay. We'll see. Alright, so where do I go looking for outfill? I guess I go out into the woods. Because there's nowhere else for him to be that they wouldn't have found him this way. Alright. Well, eat a loaf of bread. Just to stay up on stuff. Muffy? What's the name are you doing out here, Melly? I've had it with her, Elise. She always wants me working all day. Well, perhaps she needs your help, Mindy. She only likes me when I'm working. Why do you think I'm always sneaking around town? I'm not too certain I believe you. Golly, Elise, I was hoping you'd understand. It's not that I don't, but you won't tell my auntie, will you? Not after what you've just told me, no. Still, it's best not to try her patience so much. Oh, Elise, since you like me so much, won't you give me some... For goodness sake, Miffy. Poor kid does have a tapeworm, I swear. Yes. Into the woods, whatever. Oh, something in there. Crows, what do you got? Ooh, an acorn. Lovely. Yep, find your way to the woods. That's what we're doing. And now it's the witching hour. Dun dun dun. Here I am again. I had to find outfall and fast. What was that? Well, that crow's trying to tell me something, I suppose. Yeah, new way to go. This isn't where it was yesterday, is it? Apfel. Opfel, can you hear me? I have to find him. Goodness knows what could have happened to him by now. Okay, so let's see here. There's apparently a golden maiden to the right upon entering the maze. Oh, over here, I think. Oh, nope, that's a mosaic slab. Okay, fair enough. What's this thing? A tile? Not sure what's going on with my lantern. Whoops. Oh, there's that black weed again. Ignorance is bliss. Has nobody ever told you that? Plenty of times, I suppose. To be unable to grasp how fortunate we are until it's too late. Charmingly tragic, isn't it? I don't see what's so charming about it. You'll come face to face with it too. The ruinous grief of your biggest, heaviest regret. What's yours then? The same as yours. We all share the same penitence. Talking to girls like this is never a very pleasant experience, is it? I did get a pearl rosary though. That's cool. Not great for my sand, but hey, what are you gonna do? Okay, so I can sell the pearl rosary, get some money to make some more bread. Oh shoot, wasn't paying attention. Almost got hit. Okay, got another mosaic slab here. Good. Another acorn. It's good. This wall, it's a mosaic. It's missing pieces, isn't it? Missing pieces, missing pieces. That's what I said. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, I guess I put them both in. Good. She's weightless. Aw. Okay, I guess I can't move them at all. Strange. Whatever. Okay, got another slab. Well, I would assume there's two more. It's just a guess. That one and one other. Okay, got another acorn. That's cool. And some matches. That's also good. Oh, you know what? Maybe there's only one more, and it's a slide puzzle. That could be. Hang on. If it's a slide puzzle, I'm going to end the stream because no one wants to see me endlessly brute force my way through a slide puzzle because I don't know how to solve them properly. Bane of my damned existence when I was playing Museum Madness, let me tell you. Anyway, hang on. Here we go. Yep, that's what this is. Fun times. Okay, let's see here. No, I don't want to do that. Those two go up there together, and presumably this is the third one that goes up there? Agreed, slide puzzles are such a pain. Okay, yeah, so let's save again, and then I will call it and just figure it out by plugging away at it until I get somewhere. Okay, got it. So, picking up after that next time. Until then, thank you so much to LB and to Artemisia for tuning in and being here with me on this journey. Until next time, good night out there, whatever you are.